Alright, first and foremost, we want to say Call Haloyim, La Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shah. That's all praises to the Most High and His Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, who is indeed a so-called black man, right? So today's topic is we're gonna cover, certain news, certain, situations is going down in what, the world calls the Middle East, you know? You have these nations getting ready for World War III. You know, you got you got Iran and you got Ishmael up in Lebanon. Pointing them toolies at Amalek over there in Israel. You know, so the Most High is basically saying that Amalek's rent is basically due. You know, Ishmael's rent is basically too. Yeah, basically too because then Lebanon is part of our land. You know, and you got these damn Syrians. The Most High saying rent is due. So what he's finna do is he's finna use these nations to basically, you know, carry out his plan on putting back his people in the land, what we call the Levant. All right. So you want to bring out any precepts, brother?
Yeah, just on the fact that the Most High sets up who He wants to set up. You know what I mean? And he sets up kingdoms, kings and stuff like that to bring down other kings. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
As far as how He sets, so He says, I could get that in Jeremiah 50:1 real quick.
Con, I got you.
I mean, no, Jeremiah 50 and where's the where's this battle axe?
I believe that's Isaiah 10:7, if I'm not mistaken.
Nah, it's Jeremiah 51 and 20.
Con, I got you. Let me just get it up on the screen real quick. You said Jeremiah 51
And 20.
and 20. All right, con.
So the Most High, He sets up kingdoms and stuff like that. He uses other kingdoms to bring down other kingdoms. You know what I'm saying? So this is all His master plan. He's
Con.
setting up all these nuclear missiles, all these warheads, all these you know, Moab, the mother of all bombs, setting up all these arrows and things of that nature to bring forth his agenda. You know, and how is he going to do that? By the hands of the civilians, the hands of the Ishmaelites, the hands of us, the hands of whoever he chooses, whoever he sees fit.
Con.
So read that for me real quick.
All right, this is Jeremiah 51 and 20. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war.
See
Who?
that? So we are his battle axes, his weapons of war. The Most High is not going to come out here and war with you face to face. He's going to put the spirit on us to go to war and prevail against other kingdoms. You know what I'm saying? Right now it's not our time, but right now, he's setting up for the master punch. Go
That's
ahead.
that's right. For with thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee
See
will I
that?
destroy
He
kingdoms.
said, with thee will I break the nations in pieces. So he's gonna literally use us to break these other kingdoms right now. So like how he used the Babylonians to bring down the Achaemenid Empire, and then he uses the Persian and Medes to bring down the Babylonians. He used the Greeks to bring down the Persians, the Romans to bring down and things of that nature. So it's gonna be our time where we're gonna be bringing down kingdoms out here.
Con. And there's a precept
Uh,
I want to bring out too.
uh,
Some rock. Let me just pull it up on the screen real quick. All right. So rock. Just to land back off of the brothers. We can't stay complacent. We got to be aware of these things about how we in the future the Most High is gonna basically use us, right? So this is Sirach 5:15. Be not ignorant of anything in great manner or small, right? So scripture is basically saying don't be ignorant of any matter. So you have war that's going on out there in the so-called Middle East. You know, Most High brewing up these nations to gather them together. Be not ignorant of that, man. Y'all brothers, y'all gotta start, checking up on the latest, the latest news what's going on out there because we gotta be watching and seeing these prophecies pop off. We can't just be concerned with what's going on in just Babylon, man. Because ain't really shit happening until the Most High, decide to put His hand on this place, right? And this is another
uh,
precept right here. Zephaniah 3:8. Therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them my indignation, even all my fierce anger. For all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. So, what's that fire that the Most High is talking about? He's talking about those nuclear missiles, and we're gonna get into it, in a little bit in the video. You know, you know what I'm
uh,
saying. So you want to bring out any other presets before
yeah, I
we
bring out Ezekiel 3 real quick.
all right, let
Ezekiel
me pull it
3 and
up on the screen real quick.
17.
Oh, let me share my screen.
Yeah, so the Most High setting us up to be a watchman to let the other brothers and sisters know that we can't be caught up in America and caught up in rap music, caught up in all the devices America uses to blind us from what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? So
God,
on the other side of the world, nations are brewing up and ready for war, and over here, us the Jakes in America. We just over here worried about the latest clothing line, the latest music, the latest basketball game. We worried about everything contrary to what's going on in the world today. So so we out here being a watchman to let brothers and sisters know, what's going on.
so what?
So
So what's that precept you wanted to
uh, Ezekiel 3 and 17,
God?
you know. So it says, "Son of man, I have set thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me." So we out here to give you guys warning that, the Ishmaelites is over there. They over there in Palestine. They getting ready to go to war. They building these tunnels down there. They getting their nuclear missiles ready. They got their armor suits ready. And the people and us up here, we're not ready for war yet. You know what I'm saying? We out here still stuck in a docile state of mind.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We out here thinking that everything is sweet. We putting our trust, like the brother said, in the government and Kamala and Biden and Trump and all these politics bullshit. When none of that's gonna save it, they all gonna catch that lake of fire. You know what I'm saying? We all
God,
gotta get ready, get our loins girded, and get ready for deliverance and get ready for salvation. You know what I'm saying?
that's a
So,
fact.
because it's gonna come whether you like it or not. And if you keep trucking and jiving, you're gonna chuck and jive right into the lake of fire.
That's a
You know
fact.
what I'm saying? So, we out here being a watchman to the house of Israel, man, to just forewarn you, brothers and sisters, that the time is at hand, man. That cup of trembling is being taken from Esau and being passed to, I mean, taken from us and being passed to Esau. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. You know, we gotta be on guard, man. I know. So maybe some of you brothers that's been in this video, if y'all have been in Esau's army, man. You know, even though you're off in the army, you may be having a good time, but what are they doing? They preparing you for combat. They preparing you to strike. Just like we as a nation of people, we gotta be ready for combat. But it's not a carnal thing, it's more so a spiritual thing. We
Right.
gotta prepare spiritually, praying, as much as we can, fasting as much as we can, you know what I'm saying?
Um,
And trying to get this truth out to our people, because our people are still lost, man, right? And the time of war is getting nearer and nearer, and this is very serious, right? Like this video right here, we got this little devil over here, you know, and he's basically bringing out what's happening in the so-called Middle East. You know, look at this title right here. It says Hamas threatens Israel with thousands of rockets, missiles, and drones. Right. So what are these right here? These are the weapons that the Most High is gonna use to basically judge those nations. Let me get that precept real quick. Get this precept.
what did Isaiah 54?
No, not Isaiah 54.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to Sirach. I'm gonna share my screen so you can see too, bro.
Hmm.
Right? Just go to Sirach. This is I believe around the 29th or 28th chapter. 28. Yeah, this is Sirach 31 verse 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction they have power out of their force, and appease the wrath of him that made them. So the Most High is sending those left-handed angels, those left-handed angels to go on these spirit slot to go on these different leaders of these nations, man. So they could so you could brew them up for war, because that's what we want
Right.
at the end of the day. You know, we want these nations to start going at each other and killing each other, right? You know, verse 29 it says fire. See, fire is the first one that's mentioned, man. Hail, famine, and
Hmm.
death. All these were created for vengeance, right?
Hmm.
So the Most High is basically preparing everything, to judge these nations, man. And
Con.
one of the first things that was mentioned in that previous precept was fire. How's he
Con.
gonna judge these nations in these last days with fire? Proceeding to Isaiah the 66, the 15th chapter, where the Most High says he's gonna plead with all flesh with fire, right? So let's watch this little clip. Ishmael, them niggas is getting ready, for war, combat, training, and all that, man. All right.
Today on the newscast, Hamas is building up a massive arsenal for use against Israel. Get all the breaking details coming up. Hey folks, Eric Stacklebeck here. Welcome to the Watchman newscast. We've been talking so much over the past few weeks about the threat gathering to Israel's north. In particular, Hezbollah in southern Lebanon with their 150,000 at least rockets and missiles pointed at every inch of Israel, and also next door in Syria, the Iranian regime joined by
So you
Hezbollah.
hear that? It said they're pointing their missiles at Israel. So that means what the Most High is basically saying to these, well, basically first and foremost to Amalek, because the Most High shall have war with Amalek from generation to generation. But in totality, what the Most High is basically saying to these nations is, your rent is due, all right, and since y'all don't have the money, it's time for y'all to get evicted, right?
That's right.
And how's he gonna evict these nations? He's gonna evict these nations by war, and then even more with Yahushua and the elect. All right.
Right.
So I'm gonna continue with this video.
And various radical Shia terror forces also attempting to establish a beachhead on that Israel-Syria border right along Israel's Golan Heights. Folks, the north is a powder keg, and that's why we've told you many times that the great northern war is coming, pitting Iran and Hezbollah against Israel. It's a question not of if, but when. That's according to Israeli defense officials who I have interviewed for the Watchmen TV show. So a major conflict is coming to the north, but we also have a serious threat looming to Israel's south in Gaza, which is ruled with an iron fist by the terror group Hamas.
You see,
Now,
look at that.
last week, an
You see
Israel
that, man? You
Defense
see
Forces
Ishmael over there
senior
with the little
commander
strap
released
and
some
the
stunning
toolies.
numbers in terms
Mhm.
of Hamas and Palestinian Islamic Jihad, the other Iranian proxy operating there in Gaza, and their capabilities, the weapons they are amassing.
Look at that.
Remember,
I
folks,
wouldn't be surprised
when
if
this
some of them
great
was Jake,
northern
man.
war comes,
Right.
They gotta be.
Hamas
Look at
will
that.
not remain silent. They will also throw their
These are
hats in the ring.
your flying
They will
swords,
open
man.
a
The
southern
scriptures
front. You can bank
and
on it
arrows.
and attempt to divert the Israel Defense Forces' attention from the threat to the north and the battle that will be waged there. So, what are Hamas's capabilities? Are they capable of really creating a genuine distraction? Well, we've seen several times over the past 12, 13 years that Hamas can create major problems For
I'm gonna just
Israel,
skip
there have been
around a little
several
bit, but you see
conflicts that
Ishmael
have stretched out for days, even weeks,
over there in
pitting
Lebanon
Hamas and their
wilding out
rocket
with
arsenal and their terror
these
tunnels
missiles,
and
man.
their foot soldiers against Israel as Israel attempts to defend the citizens of southern Israel who are blanketed, barraged with rockets out of Gaza on a regular basis. But just so
That's
you
the
know,
most High's doing, man.
the capabilities
He
of
set up
Hamas
the
and Palestinian
That's
Islamic
right.
Jihad and
put the
why
spirit
this
on
is such
those
a serious
Ishmaelites
threat.
to
Let's
be out
go
there
to the
creating
numbers
these missiles
provided just
for
a
the
few
past
days
13,
ago.
14 years.
This was largely overlooked, and that's why we do what we do here at
I'm
the
gonna just skip around.
Dozens of
Look at that.
deeply loyal
Look at that,
to the Iranian regime.
Look at that. That's a
That,
Jake right
That
there.
might be Jake, bro. That might be Jake.
Dozens of drones.
Hold on.
Something.
What the hell?
They have
Look
6,000
at that.
rockets, dozens of drones, and anti-tank and anti-aircraft missiles, and some 400 naval forces. So, and that doesn't give the numbers of Palestinian Islamic Jihad foot soldiers. We know Hamas, again, 30,000 foot soldiers. Add the
See,
Islamic
30,000
Jihad and
foot
Hamas
soldiers,
rocket
man,
arsenals together. That's
ready to
at
bust
least
down
13,000 rockets
on Amalek.
at their disposal. And look,
Ready
folks,
to do the busted
some
challenge on
communities
Amalek.
in southern Israel, I've been in all of them, are a mile, even less than a mile, from that Gaza border. It's really an eye-opener how close the enemy is, the Hamas Islamic Jihad enemy, to these peaceful Israeli communities in southern Israel. Now, the IDF commander also the edge conflict that Israel had in the summer of 2014 with Hamas. This really, people, as a politician, I've been at least at Israel. Sirens started to go off. Take a look.
Look at that. Yo, bro, Ishmael's not fucking around, man.
Nah, he doesn't fucking.
Hold on, let me pause real quick. This is what America's gonna look like. This is what America's gonna look like. Even worse. Would you say you got a precept out?
Nah, go ahead. You can finish it.
No. If you got your precept, you could bring it out. You know.
Yeah, you can give me Genesis 16 and 12 about Ishmael being a wild man. That's what America's gonna look like. That's just on a minuscule scale. It's gonna be that on a greater scale. You know, when that mushroom cloud happened and wipe everything out.
You on Genesis 16 verse 12?
Verse 12,
You gonna read
verse
it?
11. You can start on verse 11. Yeah.
You want me to read it or you gonna read it?
You can read it because you don't got your screen share. So.
It's Genesis 16 verse 11. And the angel of the Lord said unto her, Behold, thou art with child, and shalt bear a son, and shall call his name Ishmael, because the Lord hath heard thy affliction. And he will be a wild man. His hand will be against every man.
So see that right there. So Ishmael, which is just the who you call the so-called Arabs today, you know, or the Ishmaelites.
Sand
you know,
niggers.
They'll be a wild,
Sand niggers.
Sand niggas, yeah, those rock pelted niggas. You feel me? He'll be a wild man, and who's known as to be a wild man today in this world? That's the Ishmaelites. The corner store, you know, tobacco selling motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas that be sleeping with our sisters throughout the night. You know what I'm saying? Giving out free in my neighborhood. The Arabs in the corner store, they give out free food to those little girls in the shelter, and they get to lay with them. You know what I mean? Take them downstairs in their little basement and they lay with them.
Ishmael over there in what's it called, Dubai? You know, flying out the sisters, the Instagram model sisters, man.
Yeah.
Doing a lot of debauchery.
Flying them out to Dubai, you know what I mean? Laying with our sisters and things of that nature. He's strapping bombs to his chest, running around in the name of his God. You feel me? So I say Ishmael shall be a wild man. And we can see from their nature, they dedicate their whole lives to creating that a weapon of destruction. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, let me pull up a picture of Ishmael real quick.
Yeah. Even though the Most High put the spirit on them, but you know what I'm saying? That's their nature.
You know, I'm sharing the screen with Ishmael, man. You see, look at these guys, man. This is what the scripture is talking about when it means he's a wild man. Look at this, man. You got a little kid holding. What is this? I'm not really good with guns right here. This is like a MK, man.
Yeah.
You know, you got a little. This This boy don't look no older than 10 years old. He out there holding guns, man.
Right. And they ain't holding guns to shoot each other. They holding guns to kill the enemy. See,
Right.
our people, they holding little niggas holding guns to go shoot up the neighborhood, to go shoot their own brothers and sisters. You feel me?
You got this
And
fat.
they get thrown in the white man's prison for all their life, throwing away their life.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? They're not being smart about it. You know what I'm saying?
Just want to point out
Even though
this
this is
fat
of the Lord,
Arab
but
over
you
here.
know, if you're gonna do something, do it right.
See, look at this. A little kid is holding a little what was that? 4.5.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. That's Ishmael,
All
man.
kinds of weapons, yeah.
The
They
sand
train them
niggas.
from young, bro.
You know?
What our people training our kids from young. How to twerk, how to fucking play ball. You know what I'm saying? How to rap.
How to jug and finesse.
Yeah, how to juggle, how to swipe, how to finesse people out of their money, how to rob and steal, how to run from police.
Shoot a damn basketball in the hoop.
Right.
Or
Right.
playing football.
Or throw a football 100 yards, you know, shit like that to get rich.
Man, our people should be delving into these scriptures, man. Because, you know, it's real serious out here, man.
Our people are taught that this is our kingdom as well, but it's not. This is our captivity. Like the book of Baruch says. Behold, we are yet to stay in our captivity.
Right.
So you don't strive to be, you know, to have your kingdom here. We got far more riches in the kingdom of our God. You know what I'm saying? So Jake right now is blinded while Ishmael over there popping babies out just for war. They having babies just for war.
That's right. The little Jewish
baby,
man right
raise
here.
That nigga. Yeah, Amalek.
He look at that. Their faces, man. Their time is up, man.
Their time is up, man.
Let me just play the rest of this video, man.
And welcome to the Watchman, where I am standing right now. Just last night, less than 24
welcome
hours
to
ago,
the Watchman. You ain't no damn Watchman.
And mortar shells at the communities of southern Israel, not only here in Ashkelon, but Ashdod.
I mean, this says recorded, you know, from 2018, but you know,
facing this in southern Israel as
scriptures
Hamas.
basically say,
Our team ran in here along with several other people. Thankfully, it looks like the alert has passed.
This video. Let's get Esau out of here. You know,
and the Most already warned brothers. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Yahweh Shai in the book of Saint Matthew, 24 and verse 6, about hearing wars and rumors of wars. You know what I'm saying? So
that's right, man.
We got to get in these scriptures, man, and understand that everything is written already, man. Nowhere in the scripture show me that I need to go play ball to get rich. Nowhere show me that I need to go throw a football 100 yards. Nowhere shows me that I gotta go hit a golf ball in the fucking hole.
That's right, bro. That's right.
It says we have a kingdom to take. That's what we out here for.
You know, brothers should be, again, being vigilant, man. Watching these prophecies, because Yahweh Shai, even himself said to watch. You know, let me just get that real quick. You know, basically watching for the times. 13. Right? This is Mark 13, verse 34. For the Son of Man is as a man taking a far journey, who left his house and gave authority to his servants, and to every man his work, and commanded the porter to watch. Verse 35. Watch ye therefore, for ye know not when the master of the house cometh, at even, or at midnight, or at the cock crowing, or at the cock crowing, or in the morning, lest coming suddenly he find you sleeping. So, if you're not watching these prophecies, if you're not watching what's going on, you know you're gonna miss it, man. You know, and this is not talking about on a carnal level, talking about on a spiritual level. You know, we gotta wake up spiritually and know what's coming, what's bound to come to pass, right? And verse 37, and what I say unto you, I say unto all, watch. So Yahweh Shai is basically talking, you know, to you Israelites, man. You know, any other precepts before we close it out, bro?
I could hit Isaiah 54 and verse 16 in the NLT.
Hold on.
Oh, you can start at verse 15 in the NLT.
You said Isaiah
Isaiah 54 and 15. Yeah, 54 and 15 in the NLT.
54:15.
Just to further prove that the Most High is the one that's putting the spirit on these nations to get ready. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
A lot of them other nations, they were literally born for this purpose, to bring forth his vengeance, to bring forth his anger. You know what I'm saying? And you know,
That's a fact.
yeah, you could start.
This is Isaiah 54:15. If any nation comes to fight you, it is not because I sent them.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever attacks you will go down in defeat.
Right.
Verse 16. I have created the blacksmith who fans the coals beneath the forge, and makes the weapons of destruction. And I have
So he said he
created.
created. Salaki said he created the coals, so he's fanning the coals under the fire. You know what I'm saying? Like actually giving it gas, giving it fuel. You know.
Basically
Same thing
giving
when
it
you do
that
when
green
you
light.
setting a fire, right? When you're setting a fire, you have to blow it, give it some little bit of air. You know what I mean? Give it to keep the coals burning. um, read that part again.
Isaiah 54:16. I have created the blacksmith who fans the coals beneath the forge, and makes the weapons of destruction, and have
See that?
created the armies that destroy.
See that? He made the weapons of destruction and the armies that destroy. So when they got their 6,000 foot soldiers, the Mossad put them set those Ishmaelites up. All that guns, all the missiles they have, and all those nuclear weapons, the Mossad put that spirit on them to make that. Just like how he put the spirit on Bezalel and other brothers to be a craftsman, a certain a carpenter.
Come on.
He put the spirit on anybody to do what he needs you to do. And so that's a skills free will right there. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
He set all this up. You know what I'm saying? A man's goings is of the Lord, it says. You feel me? So the Most High is the one that's setting it up. We got to be watchmen out here and keep our eyes on the prize and see what's going on.
Let me get this quick precept right here.
Mm-hmm.
This is Second Ezra, chapter, I believe 5. Hold on. Yeah, 5. I think starting from verse 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nevertheless, as concerning the tokens, behold, the day shall come that they which dwell upon the earth shall be taken in great number, and the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith, right? So right now the truth is hidden, right? And the world, shoot, I'm gonna say the world just don't believe in the Most High, man.
Right.
Because they basically saying, I believe in the Most High, believe in the Most High, but their actions don't really show it, man. So that's why the
Right.
Most High is gonna make His name known first and foremost through these judgments, because that's how He's known, right?
Mm-hmm.
And basically, Yahweh Shai said, who's he gonna come back when he? Let me just get that precept, man.
Mm-hmm.
Just link that up with Yahweh Shai, man. Luke 18, verse 7, right? All right, this is Luke 18, verse 7. Even he rendered a just decision in the end, so don't you think God will surely give justice to his chosen people who cry out to him day and night? Will he keep putting them off? I tell you, he will grant justice to them quickly. But when the Son of Man returns, how many will he find on earth who have faith, right? So we gotta have faith in these prophecies, man, because faith in these last days, man, they're waning down.
Right.
They're waning down. So
Yeah.
that's
And we can
all.
see right now, Salakia, in
Yeah, go ahead.
Texas right now, it's snowed out. You know what I mean? People are dying out. There's a famine. People don't got no food, no hot water. People are shooting themselves because, they got no electricity for a few days. Edomites are already putting themselves to death.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of judgment going on around the world right now. So you just got to keep your eyes open on the prize. And like the book of Joel says, chapter 2, the book of Joel 2, that whole chapter is giving you up for destruction. You know what I'm saying? It's called the day of the Lord.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So if you want to get Joel 2 real quick and verse 3, to show you how those nuclear missiles are coming. The Mossad set that up. Certain prophets in the Bible have already foreseen or foretelling the day of the Lord, the destruction that's about to be at hand.
You
So
want
while
NLT?
Yeah, Joel 2 and verse 3.
Alright, come on. This is Joel 2 verse 3. Fire burns in front of them, and the flames follow after them.
So that's those nuclear missiles. You know, when it shoots off, like when you see a rocket blast off, they got that fire behind it that actually fuels it to go where it needs to go. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
man.
saying?
That's them
Go
arrows,
ahead.
man. Ahead of them, the land lies as beautiful as the Garden of Eden.
Right.
Behind them is nothing but desolation. Not one thing escapes.
Right. So when those nuclear weapons goes off, every person that gonna meet their doom is gonna die. And I'm also gonna bring that one third through that fire. That same fire that we talking about now, he's gonna bring you through that. Meaning that you're gonna be saved. You know what I'm saying? So so you Jakes up here, man, you guys gotta get get it together, man. You know?
That's a fact, man. Yeah, brothers gotta
Yeah.
get on your P's and Q's, man. And stop fucking
Right.
around, man. You know?
Gucci bags not important.
You know,
Designer clothes are not important.
Birkin bags,
Yeah.
the in challenge. Whatever,
Yeah.
man. Jay come out with a new
Yeah.
challenge every damn week,
A
man.
new trend. Just to keep himself in a docile state of mind, you
You know,
know? While
you got the damn nigga woman with the gorilla glue, and then
exactly.
you got the dumbass Jake that said the gorilla glue's not fake. You know, he wanna put the glue on a cup and
On a
attach it
cup.
to his lip, and his
And got his
dumbass is
lips
stuck
ripped
now.
off.
You see, man. So Jake gotta get
Every
their house in order. They gotta get their mind right, and they gotta get their spirit right first and foremost, man.
con.
You know.
Listen.
But with that, we want to say call Haloyim, La Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shah.
Shalom.
You know, we want to say Shalom to the 12 tribes of Israel, and we want to say Shalom to you all, man.
Shalom.